Peace and love. I have something special to share with you all. I received the most beautiful gift a couple of days ago, and I wanted to have the energy to get on here and just show you all. We're at the end of the school year, so I'm extremely drained, but this was just too beautiful not to share, not to show. Recently, I had a subscriber purchase a couple things from my shop, a couple crystals, and she sent me a beautiful gift in return to the items I sent, the extra items I sent with her package, which is just normal for me to send extra goodies and love with all the things that when people purchase from my shop. And so to purchase from me, to watch my channel, to be a part of this, what I'm trying to create here, this family that I have on YouTube is a blessing in itself. I'm here to deliver messages, and so I give thanks for all of you all who come back again and again, and you listen and you watch all the way through. And even if you don't watch all the way through, you're able to gather some type of insights from the messages that I share. I realize that my voice is different on here, and so for me, it's a slow and steady gain when it comes to building an audience. But I'm thankful for those who have stayed with me. I've had some that have stayed with me during the major pauses on this channel. So a little bit about me. I'm a mystic, all right, which means that I believe in the absolute power of the Most High Mother, Father, Creative Energy, and that's what I strive to show on this channel through the readings that I give. All my glory and honor goes to that energy. Okay, I work with my angels. I work with my ancestors, and so I never really expect to receive much in the ways of physical gifts, but this was just such a beautiful gift. And so, to Precious, I want to thank you so much for sending this to me. It meant the world to me, okay? She sent me a beautiful card. I won't read it, but I'll show the outside of it. It was so unexpected and so needed. And the love is always needed, and the love is reciprocal. Anything I do on this channel is reciprocal. Spiritual energy, you know, I give, you give, we give in tandem. If you watch my videos, you're giving into my spiritual energy. You're sharing it. If you hit a like button, you're sharing it. And so that's what I'm here for. So let's get started. So she sent the Grandma Babies Black Gold Lenormand. And this is just, I remember this coming to Kickstarter a few years back. I wasn't able to back it at the time due to finances. So what a blessing to receive this. My eyes are watering up. And we're going to go through it together. And I also received the cards. Let me see. I took the wrapping off, and I don't think they have the name. But I'll put all the information below. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the Lenormand first. We'll look at some of the cards together. We might do maybe a small 3-card reading. And when I come on this weekend, when I've had a little bit more time to rest and rejuvenate, I'll come on and do a 9-card spread. Another thing that I want to offer as we move and grow on this channel is that when I reach 100 subscribers, I want to start offering just a client reading, a free reading on here for anybody who subscribed to my channel. And so what you would do is you would just reach out to me. You would tell me what you would like me to read on. You can tell me which cards you would like me to use. A lot of my things are packed up right now because I'm in the process of moving, but I'll pull them out for you. And then it would be me just maybe using the first initial of your name or the first and last initials. And the reading will be for you, but it will also be for others who are on my channel because they might resonate with it as well. Because I find that sometimes the energies all move in similar ways, and a lot of us are going through a lot of the similar things, especially as we're on the spiritual path. So that'll be coming soon, and then also maybe a couple little gift boxes once I reach 100 subscribers, and then a permanent YouTube family discount for my website once we reach 100. That'll be just on there for those in my YouTube family to get readings, crystals, and I have so many other things that I want to add to my website. But once again, Precious, thank you so much. What a beautiful soul, a beautiful spirit. This was sent to me from your spirit to mine, and so I thank you so much. All right, so let's see. Grandma Babies. I love the gorgeous box here. It's just a tuck box, but it's really elegant with that the gold foil and the matte feel, like the velvety matte. And so we'll probably look at we'll pull one card just so we can see some of the messages from the guidebook. Oh, I like the guidebook. It's nice. Just all black on the outside. Grandma Babies, Black Gold Lenormand, and I was my grandma's baby, so my grandmother's baby. So this is very fitting for me. All right, I'm gonna light an incense and then we'll get started. I hope all is well with you. Sending you so much love and healing energy as we all move forward. Let's see. And then some of them that I'll read, and then some of the information from the bottom because they're historical photographs with this deck. And so I'll definitely start with the writer, and then I won't read the rest of them. I'll just hold them up. And then it looks like we have that beautiful gold detail going throughout the cards. Look at these hearts. So we have the writer. We start with the writer here. From Negro Cowhand in the Black Prairie region, Hale County, Alabama, May 1941, by Jack Delano, retrieved from the Library of Congress. And so this is beautiful to me as well because this, of course, Black history, Black imagery, but then also I'm a history teacher and I also do ancestral work. That's the work that I do. And so this is just beautiful in so many ways. All right, so we have the writer, the clover, on the bottom it says, from Negroes spending their cotton money and gambling and juke joint. Saturday night, Clarksdale, Mississippi Delta. How beautiful. All right, we have the ship, South Carolina. We have the house, and of course the represented with the house of the Lord here. Beautiful. At the top it says, He is risen. We have the tree. And this is nice. So we have the playing card associations here. For this one, we have the King of Hearts. All right. This one, the seven of hearts. This one says, entitled The Hermitage Slave Quarter, Savannah, Georgia, 1907. Wow. I'm curious to see the type of readings will come through with this deck. Now, of course, with Lenormand, the idea is that you just read the image. The image is supposed to just speak on its own. It's a very clear-cut type of reading style, but I read intuitively. So I read based on the symbol, but I also read based on the feeling, the placement, all those things. But with this imagery, it's going to bring a different type of spirit to the reading. All right. Aurelia Alexia Franks, ex-slave, Beaumont, 1937. And so they'll speak through these cards, the ancestral energies. All right. Got the snake, and that was the clouds, by the way. We have the snake. The broom. the bouquet. And they have a beautiful feel to them. Very luxurious, a nice matte feel. I didn't show you the back. Very simplistic backs there. All right. Corn. So we'll definitely look at this one. I'm going to put it to the side and we'll read with a Jack of Diamonds. We have the whip, electrical storms at night. All right. We have the birds. And this one says two African-American children feeding chickens in a fenced-in yard. And so I like how we see the imagery here, but the artistic, kind of like the sepia tones, but hold on, give me one moment. All right. We have the child. The fox. It's interesting. Oh, I see right there. From G.O.M. Green. All right. Look how smooth they look. We have the bear. Right. It's beautiful. So a mix of the historical photographs, and then we also have just some collage work. We have the altar, and so I'm going to put this one to the side as well so we can read the description. This is gorgeous. Untitled Baptism, 1920. Waters. Let's put that one to the side as well. All right, we have the table. Absolutely beautiful. And this brings up so many memories for me. Dinners, holiday dinners, spending Sunday dinners after church with my grandmother. We have the tower. And this one is called the hanging tree, so that certainly is a tower moment, right? Institution with the tower, so it makes me think of slavery as an institution, but also the tower in tarot, it makes me think of that as well. Crumbling of that foundation here with the tree. This is a powerful deck here. We have the garden. And if you grew up in the South, I'm here in Virginia, but grandparents had a garden, beautiful garden, and I grew up with the garden as well for a bit when I was younger. We moved around a lot towards the end, but when I was little, but we had some spaces where we had gardens. We have the mountain. Cotton on porch of sharecropper's home. Marie Plantation, Arkansas, 1935. This is for serious ancestral work. This is not a deck. You want to take your time with this one. You want to take your time. We got the crossroads. Mice. From Dead Rats in the Alley, Negro section, Washington, D.C., 1941. We have the heart. Look at this. African American children playing singing games. And this is so interesting to me as well because I teach middle schoolers, but a lot of the games we played, Hands Up for 85 and Slide. If you all if you know, you know. The kids still know those games. They still know them, and it's always so intriguing to hear some of the new words they've put into them, but the tradition of the singing and the clapping hand games with the black girls is still true to this day. And the boys join in as well, but such a powerful movement. The Ring, hands of young Negro girl washing clothes on a farm near Penfield, Greene County, Georgia. It's 1941. Have the book. Look at him. The New Negro School, 1941. We have the testimony. Whoa. Wow. And you've been there, and if if you grew up in the black church tradition, somebody's gonna give a testimony, and it's not gonna be a quick situation. It's gonna last for a long time, and so you give thanks for that testimony, though. Very healing to the person giving it and the ones receiving it as well. All right, we have the ancestors. Powerful. I'm gonna put that to the side as well. The Inquirer. Oh, hold on, let's see. The Ace of Spades. The Heart card. This is beautiful. Gorgeous. Look, the lily. You kind of have to look a little close to see it over here. The lily. The sun. Beautiful. We have the moon. We have the key. And this certainly is the key, that joy, music, that type of communication, healing. We have the fish. And this kind of gives me, the idea of the matriarch, that the feminine energy that's given love to so many in the family, so much healing, so much abundance through her hands, because we have the fish here on her arm, through food, through hugs, through advice, through that warmth that can only come from this particular type of energy. It's beautiful. We have the anchor here, 1937. We have the cross. And we have you. This is an absolutely beautiful deck. Lots of love. So let's read a couple. We're not going to read all of them. We have the corn. Let's look at the corn, and let's look at the waters. We also have the altar. We have the table, and we have the ancestors. But let's look at the corn. Give me a minute. Find it. All right, hold on. Just passed it. Which ones we going to do with the water and the corn? All right, harvest. Corn has long been a symbol of fertility and abundance. This card tells of harvesting the seeds you've planted, the conclusion to a season of hard work and focus. It's time to reap rewards and celebrate. It can also allude to an offering for one's ancestors, sweet treats to symbolize the sweetness of life they've given you, to show gratitude for their loving presence and work in your life. The shadow side of this card is a reminder that you reap what you sow. And if you haven't sown what to your benefit, you reap the consequences. I like that. And let's look at waters. Beginnings, Queen of Hearts, element water. This is an auspicious time to make a fresh start in some area of your life, establishing a new daily ritual, or creating or a creative or entrepreneurial pursuit. Bodes well for you now. You are awash in divine flow, casting off stagnancy and debris, granted the opportunity to begin again. Don't let this beautiful energy pass you by. Wash and replenish your altar or your head. Neglecting spiritual hygiene delays can even block the blessings and opportunities attempting to enter your life. That's one of the tea with spirits I want to talk about this weekend. I'm going to try to get set my little camera up and do a video, and I want to talk about spiritual hygiene and just some methods that I use utilizing Mother Earth, Mother Nature to cleanse the system, cleanse the body, and using those magical earthly powers that are free to us all. All right, we'll talk about that this weekend, prayerfully, if I can get to it. All right, this is absolutely gorgeous. Let's just get a message. I tend to be long-winded sometimes, but I'm going to pull one for all of us, for the collective. First, let me pull one, and I'm going to read from the book. First, let me pull one for Precious if you're watching. Thank you so much once again for my ancestors to yours. This is a blessing. All right, so let's pull one for you. And then I'm going to pull one for all of us. So we have the child. Let's see. And I'm going to read from the book. Oh, hold on. All right. The child. Hope. Jack of Spades, element air. It is safe for you to be soft again. You traveled long and far from who you were as a child. Pain has taught you to be mistrustful. Experience has made you afraid. But your hope was dormant, not dead. It is safe to hope again. It is safe to expect good things. And more importantly, you deserve to. At this time, you might also benefit from having an elder or mentor, someone with more experience to guide and encourage you as you learn a new skill or embark on a new path. And that's a beautiful message for all of us, all right? And then underneath it, we have the fish, okay? That abundance that can come from someone who holds power in their heart here. And I'm thinking about this matriarch, this energy of the grandmother or the mother or the divine feminine energy, saying that you have the power to bring about abundance in your life and the life of others. You have the power to nurture not only yourself but others. And Spirit is asking you to nurture yourself now. Things will start moving forward with you with the fish energy, because the fish deals with movement. It also deals with financial flow as well. Right, so that's a beautiful energy. Let's get one for all of us. That fish card to me just brings about honoring the divine feminine energy, loving yourself as you are. It's always a beautiful time to do that. It's always important to do that. All right, let's see. Something for all of us. Let's do two. We have the house. All right, and then we have the whip. All right, so I'm going to read, and we have the book. All right, so I'm going to put that there. And let's look at the house. I want to see what they say. The house deals with the foundation. The house deals with not only the physical structure of the house itself. In this one, we're talking about the spiritual house because we have the church house. But the house is who you are. It's the soul. It's the spirit. It's the embodiment. It's the fullness, okay? It's the foundation. It's what you create on a daily basis, all right? So it's a powerful card. It means so many things because it's not just the physical structure, but this to me is the idea that going through a major spiritual transformation, because we think about the house as the spirit in itself, and we think about the whip. Sometimes that whip comes in with some difficult lessons. Sometimes the whip comes in suddenly. Sometimes the whip brings certain types of pain. Sometimes the whip is difficult. All right, so we might be going through some difficulties now when it comes to the spiritual body, some spiritual challenges, and we're moving forward with it. So let's see. How are we moving forward with it? Through knowledge, through research, through learning. All right. But not just research when it comes to the book, but research when it comes to going within the higher self, the knowledge of the mind, the stuff that's there beforehand, the spiritual blueprint that you came here with. That's also knowledge. All right. That's more important than any book that you can read. That spiritual insight, that spiritual knowledge, because the body already knows, the house already knows how it wants to be built. The house already has an understanding of the foundation it needs in order to grow strong, right? And so the goal is to ask the house or ask the higher self, how do you want us to be built? How do you want this foundation to go? And how strong, can you be if you consult with spirit and the higher self on the building of your foundation? But let's see what the house has to say. And then we'll look at the whip. The house warns of where we've built on top of weak foundations and left others out in the cold. In all that you are working to create and build, consider who you are building it for and at whose expense. Consider the values and principles your life is built on. Will they stand up to the test of time? Sometimes the best thing you can do is to just let things fall apart instead of working so hard to hold a broken thing together. You have the chance to start over better. All right. And so we have that coming through strong here with the whip energy. And so for the whip, nothing worthwhile or lasting was ever achieved by simply wanting it to be yours. In the spirit world, sacrifice and work moves things a lot further than simply thinking it into your life. So are you willing to sacrifice your time, your money, your comfort, convenience, and privilege for what you want? Or will you sit at the altar, palms open, expecting everything? This card is also about sacrifices your ancestors made for you to be here today. You are the work, you are the manifestation of their work and sacrifice. You are the product of their magic. You honor them in their sacrifices they made by also honoring yourself. And that's what we're talking about here with the house and the whip, honoring the body, honoring the spiritual foundation, knowing that sometimes in spiritual life and spiritual work, you go through difficult times, you go through those challenges. But in going through those challenges, you're building that strong, firm foundation that's needed to become the warrior needed at this particular time. When we're looking at things, not only historically, we're looking at the past, analyzing the past. If we're looking at the present right now, what's happening politically, we realize that in order to function in society with a working mind, if you don't have a working mind, you can do whatever the heck you want to do, I guess. But if you have a working, powerful mind, if you have integrity, if you have love in your heart, and if you walk with the spirit of love, then to see certain things happening around you, you have to have a firm foundation in order to stand up strong and to be present and to be powerful. I listen to some people at they'll say things like, I'm not political. Unfortunately, in my lifetime and in my ancestors' lifetime, they didn't have the options either. I don't have the option to not have an understanding of politics and what's happening. My life is based upon that. My life is based upon spirit, truly and honestly, and we're here in service of the Most High energies. But the political landscape shapes a lot of the work that we have to do as spiritual warriors. And so we have to be aware of what's happening politically, not to fall deep into it, into the abyss where we are overcome by grief and we can't think straight, but where we can stand in our power and say, you know what, this is not right. And why is it not right? Because my spirit tells me so, right? And so that's where we are right now. A lot of us, this is a very critical time in our history. And I'm 45 years old, and I would say that what I'm seeing now is scary is not the word, but it's I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned not only for the people my age, but as a teacher, I'm concerned for the youth. And so we have to be in positions of power to help to motivate them, help to open them up to understanding and awareness, and to help them navigate the world that they're stepping into. And so as we're stepping out of the world in many ways spiritually, and then moving and transitioning into new ways of living, new dimensions as we are getting older, these are things that are realistic. They're moving into the world, all right? And so if you move into the world without spirit behind you, without that firm foundation, then you set yourself up for manipulation and failure, okay? That's a whole nother talk. Not really. We talk about it all the time on this channel, but still. Let's look at these real quick. We're not going to spend a lot of time on these because I know I've talked a lot, but I have to show them to you. These are gorgeous playing cards, but they're cards for divination. You can divine with playing cards. And so we have a beautiful thank you, and this kind of gives me, and we have the gorgeous, same matte, soft, velvety feel with the gold, and then we have the cotton as the background here on the card. And this is giving me grandfather. That certainly reminds me of my grandfather. And so we'll look at a few of them. They all contain beautiful images of either people that we know historically, people that we might not know, right? And so we have the ace here. All right. And is this Billy? This makes me think of Billie Holiday. All right, let's see. The Two of Hearts. And I'm just going to show a few. And then I'm going to pull a couple of these as well. Look at the Queen. All right. The Clubs. The King.